Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your video. This is your bonus reading for September 2018. Gypsy Tarot spread. We're using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti for the reading. Taurus, and let's get on with it. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'll be doing a second bonus reading in September. Your October readings will be up in the next couple of weeks as well, okay? I like to get stuff out early so I know that I'm done and dusted and I don't have to be cramming and rushing in October to get readings up for the channel. So let's have a look for you. So for those of you guys who haven't had or seen, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen one of these Gypsy Tarots, we deal with, this is specifically looking at love. For September, we deal with 7 areas. So in the first area, we have the mental and emotional. In the second area, what we have is the present situation that you're dealing with in September. The third area is your hopes and desires. The fourth area, Taurus, is going to be the expectations. The fifth area is going to be the hidden aspects, what you can't see coming in. That area can really come in at any time, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. The sixth area deals with the immediate future in September, and the seventh area deals with the overall outcome for September 2018. Okay, so with that being said, how I do the readings now is I shuffle the cards and take them out sort of one at a time. Okay, so Universe Spirit, show me for Taurus. What is the situation around their mental and emotional? Column 1. And how do they mentally feel? Mentally and emotionally, that showed up. And what's the reason for that? Column 2. What's the situation around the present situation for Taurus in September? And what are they experiencing as a result of that situation? And show me the reason for that in column 2. What's Daisy? Show me the reason for that in column 2. Column 3, hopes and desires. What's the situation around Taurus's hopes and desires? And what's their hopes and desires around this situation? And give me the reason for that. Around their expectations, what's the situation in column 4? And what's their expectations of this situation? And the reason for that, please. Column 5, hidden aspects. What's the situation around the hidden aspects? And what is it that Taurus can't see coming in around this situation? And what's the reason for this? Column 6, immediate future. What's the situation around the immediate future? And what's the immediate future coming in as a result of this situation? And just show me the reason for that. And finally, the overall outcome. What's the situation? Can you give me the overall outcome from that situation and the reason for that for Taurus, please? Okay, all cards are laid. Oops, I just dropped one. There we go. Right, so what's going on around your mental and emotion? What's it about? It's about the Queen of Swords, Taurus. This could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius individual. As a person, you might be dealing with someone who, she doesn't have the hand held out. I often read visually as well. What I noticed with this Queen of Swords, pardon me, I've got a coffee here. It's, what time is it this morning? 7:20. I started work this morning on the YouTube channel and personals. Okay, so pardon me with my coffee. You know, you could be dealing, Taurus, with a person who can be, you see, the Queen of Swords, you've got to be careful with this sword energy, because it's so easy to get into the rounds of saying, oh, this person's nasty or this person's emotionally distant. The sword characters aren't really like that. Sometimes they are, yeah, I won't lie, they are. But often this person, you could be dealing with somebody who needs the truth, who's very upfront, who's very vocal. You know, somebody who wants answers. You know, if this is your energy, the situation might be that you want answers. But I think that you're dealing with a person here, a Queen of Swords, male or female, because court cards can be male or female, no matter what the sex is. This person can be highly analytical, but also this card, it indicates somebody who feels very hurt. So the situation might be about hurt. But alternatively, it could just simply be that you're dealing with an air sign individual or somebody who's, you know, it doesn't mean that they don't care about you, it just that means that sometimes they don't show it. Sometimes the sword characters find it difficult to show emotion. We'll see what do you feel about this, mentally and emotionally. I think that this is either where you've got to make a head or a heart decision about this individual, or this is where you feel in love with this individual. Let's have a look at the reason for the lovers. Oh, it's nice. Seven of Swords reversed. I think a lot of stuff is being cleared up here. Because the Seven of Swords in the reverse means we've cleared up our shit. And also this means that this person told the truth. So I think this Queen of Swords is a person, and I think their situation around your mental and emotional in September 2018 for love is somebody's being honest with you, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. She's being upfront, and you don't have any head over heart decisions to make because you love it. You feel love. You feel, you know, a sense of union. You feel a sense of, you feel back with this person. Whatever has happened, something happened, because the reason for all of this occurring is the Seven of Swords reversed. So the Seven of Swords reversed means confession. You know, this is somebody who's confessing to being a liar, or they're confessing to, you know, I mean, it could be that some of you guys have a head over a heart decision to make because you heard something, some truth came out. Seven of Swords reversed. You know, the cards that talk about deception and lies and illusions, Moon, Seven of Swords, in the upright, High Priestess can be that type of card as well, secrets, things being hidden from you. When they're reversed, they tend to say things are coming out. Okay, even Tower reverse says something's being hidden from you. Tower in the upright says it's coming out. So any card that shows you that there is something being hidden from you, some maybe underhanded behaviour, but it shows reverse, it says that this is being cleared up. Some of you guys have got a head over heart decision to make because you've got some truth from this individual here. And some of you guys will mentally and emotionally feel even greater love for this individual because they told you the truth and they confessed to you. Seven of Swords reversed. Now what's going on around the present situation? The situation is about the Hanged Man. So I think that there was a situation with this Hanged Man energy in which something was very stuck in the relationship. Hanged Man can mean either that someone is stuck, a situation is stuck, or it can mean somebody's changing. Especially if you get it with a cup card, it can easily mean that either somebody is emotionally blocked or somebody's emotions are changing, slow change. But I think the situation is about some blockage, and maybe there was somebody or something that was being held in suspense. The situation is all about suspense and things being, with this Hanged Man energy, things tend to be held up. So things are not free-flowing. I think there was some form of suspense. The relationship, the situation might be that this relationship was put on hold. Hanged Man. Now, what are you experiencing around that? I think that some of you guys have been worried, Nine of Swords. Because what you're experiencing is fear. So I think in the present situation, a relationship is being put on hold. I think a relationship's being put on hold, and this has got you guys worried because you're experiencing the element of worry here. Now, if you look where she's looking at the Lovers. So she's worried. She's worried because she's thinking, what the fuck's going on here with this relationship? Or it could be that you're worried because this relationship's being put on hold because you think that this dude here, male or female, is involved with somebody else. But if they are, then you've got a head over heart decision to make because this person's confessing to it. What's the reason for the worry though? The Eight of Wands is the reason for the worry. The Eight of Wands is about change. Things being set in motion. It's about communication. Now, the Eight of Wands isn't reversed, by the way, so it doesn't say that there's been delays, which would make more sense for why somebody was worried, especially if the situation is about something being put on hold. Okay? For some of you guys, it might be the Hanged Man, it being the situation, there's been a slow change in an individual. Sometimes the Hanged Man can be. Maybe there's worry around that because it's happened also very quickly. Okay? Maybe this is something to do, if this is a hold up on the relationship being the situation, around that, what you're experiencing is a great deal of worry with the Nine of Swords, and the worry is aimed towards the lovers here. Is it because things are moving too quickly? We'll have to see what's going on. What's going on around your hopes? The Five of Swords is the situation. The Five of Swords is arguments, conflicts in love, and it's also somebody's taking the piss. So this can be somebody who's taking advantage. But the Five of Swords is all about a great deal of hurt, or somebody's causing you a huge amount of hurt in a relationship as well. What's your hopes around this Five of Swords? But you're hoping that this person's going to be the King of Cups. It's almost like you're hoping for someone to soften here, Taurus. Because your hopes are for the King of Cups. Either the hopes are I can weather the storm as an energy. I don't think that this is I think this is an energy. When you get a King of Cups energy, it's about, I hope that I can weather the storm. I hope that I can overcome this. I hope I can keep my head above water, which is what the King of Cups energy is. I think if this person here is the person that's done this energy here, I think the hopes is that they soften with the King of Cups energy. They start to appreciate you a little bit more. I think if this is just an energy, you're experiencing hurt here, but I'm thinking, and problems within a relationship, Five of Swords, but I think the hope is that this actually, you'll be able to, not only that the person perhaps softens, but more than likely with this King of Cups energy, you'll be able to keep your head above water. It's like a Nine of Wands in a way sometimes a King of Cups can be. And the reason for that, well, you've still got hope, haven't you, the Star? You've got a great deal of hope and a great deal of belief in this relationship, the Star energy. That's what the Star is about, hope and belief. And you have it in bucket spades because the Star is in the upright. Alright? So some of you guys, this is the person's doing this. Probably being a bit catty, probably causing issues, probably hurting you. I don't mean physically, I mean by words. Because this is the type of person who makes nasty little jibes at an individual, the Five of Swords energy. And your hope would be, well, I hope this person sees what they're doing. I hope that this person changes their way. I hope that they soften. Because I've got great hope. I'm sure that, you know, I have a great deal of belief that we are meant to be together. We're aligned with soulmates. So I hope that this person's behaviour changes. If this is an energy, then I hope that I can keep my head above water on this situation. Because I've got a great deal of hope and a great deal of belief in this relationship, and I believe that this person is my soulmate. What's going on around your expectations? Well, the situation is the Ace of Swords. As you'll notice on the Chira Marchetti Ace of Swords, the sword is downturned. So the Ace of Swords is either about communication, or because the sword is facing downwards. When the sword is facing downwards, it represents something being severed. Because swords are like knives when they're downwards, they're just cutting like this. So say your sword is like this, you're cutting, aren't you? It's like a knife. So that's why, I mean, swords can cut in the upright, but I usually look at the Two of Swords as a pair of scissors that cuts like that. But this in the downward, and it's not reversed, but the sword is definitely, the way it's drawn is down like this. So maybe the situation is around severance, could be communication, but it's cutting through something here is the sword. And this is also clarity is the Ace of Swords. What is it you're expecting around that Ace of Swords? Well, you're expecting that, I think that this is communication, but also I think that with the Ace of Swords, more than anything, this is slicing through any problems with the Ace of Swords energy. So the Ace of Swords is all about the beginning and the setting of a new plan, but you need to cut away the rot before you can do that. So the situation for you is all about cutting something away that is no longer needed within this relationship, that is no longer healthy or beneficial to the relationship. And your hope and your expectation will be that if you're able to do that, Taurus, then this person, you see this Knight of Cups here, he's riding right into that King. Can you see where he's directed? So this Knight of Cups, there's a tarot interaction going on here. This is the offering up of love. This is the expression of love. So it's almost like you're saying, well, my situation is that, you know, if we can cut away the bullshit of this relationship, I expect there to be a free expression and an opening up with the Knight of Cups towards this energy showing here. Because the reason for this is, it's all about trying to find balance within this relationship. Who is it that you're expecting to do this though? I think that this is you. I think that you expect that I think that you see yourself, Taurus, as being the Knight of Cups. because I see this as being this person. So it's almost like you say, well, you know, the situation, if we can cut away this Five of Swords, if we can cut away this negative, conflictive energy, because I'm hoping that this person softens because I know that we're meant to be together. Then in my expectations, if we can do that with the Ace of Swords, cut away this energy here, I expect that I'm going to be able to freely express to this person what I'm feeling, truthfully. Because all I want to do is get a balanced relationship going with this individual. But the situation is with the Hanged Man that things seem to be a little bit up in the air here, and I'm feeling really worried about this. Because things were moving in a really nice way. However, you know, around my mental situation, this person here, they've come out with the truth. And I need to make a decision on this. So it's interesting because I'm seeing truth here, but everything else seems to be kind of... I don't know what this... I can't match it up because... This looks like somebody told you the truth, the mental and emotional area. And I almost get the impression that you're imagining this area here. Because everything else is pointing towards this person's not told you something. So I get the impression in the mental and emotional that this is something that you're imagining. If that makes sense. Because it's not actualised down here, it's all in the mental and emotional. I think that you imagine this, Taurus. I think that's what's happened is, on your mind is this Queen of Swords. Now remember, court cards aren't necessarily an actual person, they're an energy of a person as well. So the situation for you is you are imagining, I think here, because it's in your mind, this Queen of Swords, that this person here cuts to the chase. They come out with the truth. And mentally, emotionally, how do you feel about this? Where you feel that you're more unified with this individual. So you say, well, if this person came out with the truth, this person, Queen of Swords, was because she's open and she's honest and she'll tell the truth. Because the Seven of Swords reversed. Getting something off your chest, being open, telling the truth. Both cards are truth tellers. Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords reversed. So in your mental and emotional, it's all about somebody telling you the truth. And mentally and emotionally, you're down with that. The Lover's energy. So I think that this is a fantasy here, because it just doesn't gel with everything else, from what I can see. So I think in your mental and emotional, you're imagining that this person comes to you and tells you the truth, because in the present situation, something's been put on hold on this relationship, and around that, what you're experiencing is a great deal of worry, Taurus, because everything was moving so well. It might also be a great deal of worry because this person seems to be very up in the air. Eight of Wands is also things that are up in the air, people who are up in the air, feelings that are up in the air, and this person might be all over the place. So you're imagining, if they told me with the truth, mentally and emotionally, I'd be down with that, with the Lover's energy. Because the situation around your hopes and desires is, well, I'm feeling very, very hurt, but I hope that this person... But not just that, the situation around your hopes and desires, the situation is about the Five of Swords. Somebody who's taking advantage, somebody who's hurting you. And your hopes would be, well, I hope this person suffers and sees, because you can see the King of Cups looking straight into the Ace of Cups. I hope this person sees what we have here. Because I'm sure that, you know, we're meant to be. We're fated. We are soulmates. And also I've got a great deal of hope for this relationship. So this is the person you're hoping softens from this, I think. And in your expectation, you say, if we could just cut through the bullshit, the Ace of Swords is the situation, you know what, I'd be able to come forward, really show this person how I feel with the Knight of Cups energy, because all I really want to do is just create some balance within the relationship. Now, around what you can't see coming in, Taurus, is the Page of Cups. That's nice, because the Page of Cups is a nice message. And it's a message showing, again, this is somebody who's expressing their feelings to you. Or somebody's giving you a gift, or somebody's just generally being very, very nice with you. Now, around that Page of Cups, what you can't see coming in, well, there you go, there's a gift. Two cards showing a gift. There's an offer, there's a gift, there's generosity. So it might be that this person does soften, and they become very generous with you, the Six of Coins energy. And the reason that they're doing that, Oh wow, the Three of Cups. There you go. At some point, this person's going to come to you and they're going to say, you know what, you are my soulmate, Three of Cups. I want a renewal with you. I want to reconcile. Three of Cups also means to reconcile. This is good news. The situation is about good news. And around that good news, what you can't see coming in is this person's going to give you something. They might offer you out to dinner. They might pay for dinner for you with the Six of Coins energy. They might give you a bunch of flowers with the Six of Coins energy. They're going to give something to you of material value. Because they feel the same way that you do. They actually feel that you are their soulmate as well. This person does feel as very much a shared connection to you. But also there's going to be an agreement here. An emotional agreement happening between the both of you. Somewhere along the line, this person is going to... This is imagined here, that this person's doing this. I think it's very... so far, this... I mean, some of the readings I've seen for September for some of the signs, Taurus, you know, they've been shocking. Some of them have. I mean, so negative. And, you know, at the end of the day, I don't have a boyfriend and I don't want a boyfriend. I'm really happy on my own, you know. I don't have any baggage from the past. There were people from the past it didn't work out with, but I wish them the best of luck. There's nothing there. So sometimes when you get negative readings for signs, that the people will get so angry that they'll blame the reader and they'll say, it's your energy. It's like, well, it's not. Because when I shuffle the card, I don't think anything. That's the thing with being a tarot reader. When you shuffle the cards, whether it's general or personal, the mind is blank. You just don't think anything. There's nothing there. It's almost like you go into a trance because you're just shuffling and putting the cards down and asking the question. You don't connect. And that, if you're an empty vessel, that's how you allow spirit to talk through you as a tarot reader. And what I'm trying to say is this is probably so far, I mean, we don't know what's going on here, and I'm hoping this turns out really well. But what I'm saying is for the majority of the signs, I think at least you're the 11th sign I'm reading for now, before I finish off on Capricorn. So, besides Gemini, which was an okay reading, the rest of the signs, the nine other signs, I'm just thinking there's a lot of questionable shit in there for people in September. It was amazing to read, and I thought, what the fuck's going on here? I started to get really worried. I started to think, fuck, they're going to start blaming me for these readings. But I can't help what shows up on the reading. This looks good at some point. At some point, this person's going to come round and they're going to say, you know what, let's go out for dinner. I really like you. This person's, because the Page of Cups is also an invitation. So the situation around it, what you can't see is all about an invitation with the Page of Cups, in which what you've experienced is, you know, being invited to dinner. You're being given a gift. For some of you guys, invited for dinner, to a show potentially, because of the Three of Cups. It could also be as simple as that this, you know, we don't want to always read it as, oh my God, they've got a shared connection to you and they're in love with you and they're, you know, they're happy with you, Three of Cups. This can also be, well, maybe there's a celebration that this person's invited to you to, and it looks like they're giving you a ticket or something as well with the Six. So it could be simple as something as simple as this person invites you out to some form of a celebration or a show or something like that. What's going on in the immediate future then? The situation is all about temperance. That's a nice energy because the temperance represents harmony and balance being restored in relationships, being able to work through any problems. Now around that energy, what are you finding the immediate future is around that temperance energy? Alright, so the Four of Cups shows up here. Sorry, I don't... Do you see what I mean? I just shuffle the bloody cards and put them down, guys, so don't get your knickers in a twist. It's alright, it gets a bit boring when people want to moan at you about readings, but it is just what it is. It just is what it is. And it's really funny as a tarot reader when you know, I think the majority of love readings on, for my channel anyway, on YouTube this month have been fairly, I wouldn't call them negative, but they're very, you know, they get people to question shit, unfortunately. And it's what the universe gives me to read on, because I always say, well, it's what the universe is giving me to read. I'm not putting it down for what I want to read for you. I'd rather see hearts, flowers and marriages and children and babies and pregnancies and every good thing in a relationship. But I can only read what the universe tells me to read. So when I'm shuffling, the universe is directing the reading and it's putting the cards down. It's telling me when to stop shuffling and put the cards down. Do you see what I mean? So this is what the universe gives me to tell you. This is the message that the universe is telling you, Taurians. And if it resonates with you, then it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay? If somebody's not interested in this will happen at some point. This person will come and they'll offer you out, and I don't fuck the shared connection. I mean, it might be that at some point, but it might also be that there's a show on. It looks like a show. You see what I mean? It looks like you're getting tickets to a show. Do you see what I mean? If you look at the imagery as well. So it might not be that they say, oh my God, you're my one and only, you're the person that I feel so connected to on an emotional level in this area. Here it might simply be, well, you know, I'm giving you a call, situation being the Page of Cups. There's an invitation here and I'm giving you something, I'm offering you out. It's an offer card, it's the Six of Coins energy, but it's also showing somebody who's being very generous. So I'm giving you, you know, this ticket, or I'm giving you this bunch of flowers, or I'm taking you out to dinner because, you know, it could be because I want to reconcile, I want to get back with you. It might be because I love you, you know, you're my greatest friend. At the end of the day, really, I feel such a connection. It might be while there's a show on, you know. But this happens at some... I don't think it's going to happen in September, judging by what everything else looks like. If this does happen in September, now I think that this person will get you to go out with them, Taurus, but not for the reasons you might think it's for, because you've got this Temperance energy being the situation which is working through problems. But Temperance is also reconciliation as well. Coming together and with the Temperance energy, creating an air of harmony, balance and equilibrium within a relationship. But what you'll experience is somebody's lack of interest to do that with the Four of Cups. Because the offer to do that is there. The Ace of Cups is right in front of this person's face. But this person kind of says, well, look, he's got his hands clasped. Can you see? Hands are clasped. And he's saying, I ain't sure about this. I could do it. I could take it. I mean, this might even be your energy. But I'm not sure whether I want to do that. And the reason for that, strength. This person thinks it's not the right time. Because strength is about having the confidence to hold back on our passions. This could be you or this could be them. They might hold back because of a Leo person, for example, with the strength energy. Or they're holding back, Four of Cups energy, because they have the inner strength and the inner wisdom to say, this isn't right to do this right now. So somebody's turning somebody down here in September 2018. And therefore the overall outcome, the situation. But it's about victory. Nice. Victory and success is the situation. Now what comes off that? What's the overall outcome from this energy showing here? Wow, nice. It is nice. You're still together with this person. I mean, you know, if you don't live with this person, maybe Temperance is moving in together, because Temperance can also mean that you're moving into a place with an individual. But this person, I just think this person's saying, look, it's not the right time, because I think it's best just to hold. But this is about somebody who's able, who has the strength. It's almost like a drinker who's got the strength not to drink. This person has real willpower. This person holds back because of willpower. This person says, it's either you or this person, but I think it's the person who says it's not the right time to do whatever this Temperance energy is. And I get the impression that this Temperance energy is much more than balance and harmony being restored, because there is balance and harmony already. It's showing here in the overall outcome. This is a good reading. Excellent, excellent. I'm so happy about it. It's brilliant. Yeah, there's a few little, you know, rocks in the road. Nice. Everybody has it. It just works, you know. The Temperance energy, the situation with Temperance is about trying to work through situations. But it's not always that. This has to mean something else, because, and it has to be something serious. Because this person's kind of like saying, I don't think I really want to do that at the moment, because, you know, I have the willpower to hold back at the moment. My inner power, my inner wisdom, strength, energy tells me I shouldn't be doing this. But the overall outcome is that there is victory here in this relationship in September going into October, because what you're experiencing around that is the Two of Cups. Love. Shared connection. Talking. Dating. Enjoying one another's company. And the reason for that, there's a transformation in this relationship, death. Death talks about a transformation. So I think you get what you want. You get what you want from a partner here. Things look a bit dodgy, I will admit. You know, coming into September, we're still at early stages, September the 6th. I'm recording this on, so things still look a little bit weird and out of sync. We're going to go through the reading again, but it ends up on a really good note. September going into October. And I think this transformation comes from somebody's taking ownership and taking responsibility for their actions, which I'm seeing as these two cards being. Because the situation is all about temperance, and temperance can be anything. Temperance can be like, you know, we sort through our issues by going on holiday. We'll sort through our issues by getting married. We'll sort through our issues by having a child, whatever it is. But this person's saying, well, no, I don't think it's a good time to do that with the Four of Wands, because with the Strength energy, I think it's best that we hold back on this right now. Because my inner wisdom, my intuition with this Strength energy, my strong, powerful, intuitive energies with the Strength energy tells me that, you know, we can't do this. Also, you know, you'll see the woman, strength. Strength really, I think, is just a metaphor for our mind, for God in our ear. This is the ear, the lion, the tiger, whatever. Is it a lion? It should be a lion. It should have the tiger, doesn't it, on it? But the lion, or stroke tiger, whatever it is here, says, I want to go. But the Strength energy has the chain on him, and he says, no, not yet. No, hold back. This is all about having the power to hold back on our desires. So this person says not yet, because, you know, it's not the right time, and I've got to be, this is all about the act of responsibility. So I need to, this is all about this person trying to be responsible here. Whatever it is that's happening with Temperance is a big thing, because this person wants to, whether it's you suggesting let's move in, you suggesting let's get married, or whatever it is, this person says no. It might not even be you suggesting anything here, but it might be that there is an energy of something big occurring in this relationship. But this person said it's not right. It's not the right time to take a chance on this right now with us. However, the overall outcome of the situation is we are still there. There is victory and success within this relationship. And around that, the overall outcome is we're together. We're still very, very connected. And this, whatever it is here, has brought us closer together with the Two of Cups, because the transformation has now begun. And the transformation is probably in this individual here. Let's quickly go through this reading again. The situation around your mental and emotional, I think this is your fantasy. I think it is your dream in this area here, Taurus. The situation is about a Queen of Swords. And so this is somebody speaking frankly to you. Somebody speaking openly to you. Okay. And how you feel about that person mentally and emotionally is, you know, it depends with the Lover's energy. I think that this is mentally and emotionally how you feel about that Queen of Swords is that you've got head over heart decisions to make. Because with the Seven of Swords energy in the reverse, it's either that you've got a head over heart decision to make because you want them to open up to you. The Seven of Swords in the reverse, you need them to confess something to you. Or maybe the fantasy is that you feel closer to this individual because they have confessed something. I think either way, there's an imaginary thing going on here with an individual. You imagine somebody who's going to confess something to you. You need them to be clear and open with you. Because in the present situation, something is being put on hold within this relationship, the Hanged Man. This person might be staying away. They might have ghosted you for a bit. They might have disappeared with that Hanged Man energy. And this has left you guys feeling really worried because everything was going so well. Eight of Wands. Everything was moving. So why suddenly has this happened here? I'm really worried about our relationship. And I need this person to confess to me and tell me straight out what the hell's going on. Now, around your hopes and desires, well, the situation is about you guys feeling hurt. And also the situation could be that you feel that this person might be taking a bit of an advantage. This person's put themselves in the position of authority in which they can do that with me because they know how I feel. And your hope would be, well, I hope this person softens and starts to see that with the Ace of Cups energy, that I do love them and that perhaps they love me. They start to take a real hard look at their feelings because I'm certain that we're soulmates and we're meant to be together with the Star energy. We came together at such a weird time. There was such a, I don't know whether it's serendipity or whether it's, you know, synchronicity, but the universe put us together in a really weird way. And I'm so certain that we are aligned, the Star energy. But also I'm hoping with that all my dreams and my wishes manifest in the future. And around my expectations, well, if we can just cut through the bullshit with the Ace of Swords energy, I could come forward and show this person how I feel. We could really connect because you've got two cups. You've got the Ace of Cups, which I can't quite see where it is on this guy. He's holding a crown, but nevertheless, let me just look. Where is the cup? Can't see his cup. But he's got a cup anyway. wherever that is. But there you are. You would say we could cut through the bullshit, which is what the Ace of Swords is. Get a few things clear as the situation. My expectation is I would be able to come forth Knight of Cups energy, and you can see the cup here with the King of Cups. There would be, it's not a clash, but it's a connection. It is a camaraderie, it is an agreement, because Two of Cups is agreement, and the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups both have a cup and they're facing off against each other. So if we could cut through the bullshit, we would have the agreement that we both want the same thing, because the Two of Pentacles. What we're trying to do, or what I'm trying to do, is create balance within this relationship. I'm trying to get things in order again with us. Now, what you don't see coming in at some point, which is nice, and I think it shows here. So let's say this probably happens in September for some of you guys, or going into October. There's a nice message coming in, and this person will say something like, do you want to come out to dinner? Or, you know, let me cook you dinner. Six of Pentacles, because he's being generous. Or, you know, I've got these tickets to this show, you know. Or let me cook you dinner because I really, you know, love your company, and I really like us being together with the Three of Cups energy. And that's nice coming in, because this is very subtle, I think, this reading is. I don't think it's as harsh as some of the other ones I've seen. It's a really nice reading. Now, it might be that you're out doing something, or, you know, this person invites you to do something, whatever it is, Taurus. But for some of you guys, I think that the situation in the immediate future with Temperance will be balancing this relationship in a way that has not been tried before. So it might be that you'll think about something together, or a suggestion will be made, whether that's moving in together if you don't live together, or whether that's taking I think it's taking the relationship in one way or another to a certain step. But I think that it's only because I'm seeing this card. I think that the energy around this, what you'll experience, is there's going to be a lack of interest somewhere along the line with the Four of Cups. Not because the person's not interested in you, Taurus, but because this person says it's not the right time. And really, my inner wisdom, my intellect, my intuition tells me I really need to kind of hold back on this right now. This isn't a place that I need to go to. I want to go to that place, but I don't think it's the place that I should really go to at the moment. But the overall outcome from this is that you still have the Victory card being the situation in the overall outcome, the Six of Wands. Because you're still together. There is still that shared connection with the Two of Cups energy. Because there's been a real transformation in this relationship. And I think that some of you guys are really going to see a transformation in someone that you're with, that you know. You know? You want this person to open up here. And you have been worried because things don't seem to be moving. Hanged Man, this person's not been around, or they've put things on hold, or whatever it is, and it has got you worried because things were going so well with the Eight of Wands energy. Things were going so well, you know, and you would hope that this person would soften, especially if they've been a little bit of a bastard with that Five of Swords as well, because you really believe that you're meant to be together. So much so, if you can cut through the bullshit, you guys can have some form of equal footing in terms of your feelings for one another, because all you want to do is just have a balanced relationship with each other, you know. And it will come in these areas for some of you guys, because there'll be a real transformation in a relationship with an individual. There's going to be real transformation, and it will be nice for some of you guys. I'm not saying it's going to happen for all of you, because it's a general reading, so if it resonates, it will resonate with some of you and it won't resonate with others. But, you know, there's definitely something here that's really nice for September for you Taurians and an individual. And if things look a bit rocky, they should smooth out for some of you guys with an individual. Because I'm seeing the change card, transformation card of the death card, which is why you guys have this wonderful energy here. All right, that is your love reading for the month of... Woohoo! Great, good reading. Thank the Lord. This is your Gypsy Tarot Love Spread for the month of September 2018. Taurus, I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.